You can rate just about anything online these days, from the restaurant you ate at, the hotel you stayed in, or the movie you just watched.
Now, what happens when those tables are turned and the companies you rate are also rating you, and all under secrecy?
Tonight, Denver 7's Jennifer Kovaleski is going 360 on the good, the bad, and the ugly of the secret customer score.
In this five-star world, we the consumers are used to having all the power. The power to tell the world about every good or bad experience we have at just about anywhere. But turns out, we aren't the only ones awarding stars.
Oh, really?
You are secretly getting rated and ranked as a customer, and companies are using your score to determine your value and how to treat you.
That is surprising.
They call it your Customer Lifetime Value Score, or CLV. And here's why it matters. Your score can impact the prices you pay, the products and ads you see, and the perks you get. Have a bad one? Well, you could be put on hold longer.
Someone will be with you shortly.
Or charged more for the same product. So what are the pros and cons of this secret rating debate? The data scientists behind these top secret scores argue this is the world we live in. And it's no different than what stores have been doing for years. While marketing experts question their fairness and transparency, since there is no way for consumers to check or verify their scores. Let's begin this 360 with a perspective from the average consumer.
You don't realize that. I'm sure a lot of us didn't realize that we get rated as well.
Like many of us, Valerie had no idea these scores even existed. Her perspective is simple. If you want to rank me as a customer, fine, but show me the score.
I really like to know what that is.
Affinitive is a company who uses these scores to help car dealerships weed out costly customers. People who visit 20 different stores to get the absolute best price. They look at things like previous purchases, if you have a teen, and where else you've shopped. They argue the data's already out there, so why shouldn't companies use it? And if you want a good score, well, don't be a jerk.
If you want to be treated like a valued customer, behave like a valued customer.
We have no idea how they are computing these scores. What data are they using? They are not openly available for review.
Marketing expert Dr. Jadip Singh sees these secret ratings as unfair for a lot of reasons. Outside of not knowing exactly how companies are calculating them, consumers have no way to check them for accuracy, and it's not regulated.
They are not perfect, and they can make mistakes.
Which is why Dr. Singh is part of a team researching the fairness and transparency of these scores, including how companies are using this data to monitor shopping behavior and potentially limit how much a customer can return. Other views questioning the practice come from eConsultancy, an online marketing research firm. They're warning companies to be careful with CLV scores and say those who rely too heavily on them run the risk of creating a culture in which delivering the highest quality overall customer experience is jeopardized because there's too much focus on a small number of customers with high scores. Yet another perspective comes from a company that calculates CLV scores. They argue this is just the new way for a new age, and businesses have been doing this for hundreds of years, analyzing a customer's value on how they look, shop, and behave.
The lifetime value score acts as a compass.
Our last perspective takes us through the looking glass.
Nosedive is a satire on acceptance and the image of ourselves we like to portray.
And asks the question, is this our future?
2 stars? 2 stars?
Wasn't a meaningful encounter.
A world where a 5-star rating is all that matters. And that's for you to decide. Jennifer Kovaleski, Denver 7.